Who's Alyssa?
A friend of ours.
Ours or yours? 3. See if it works here. Hey, I think we may have succeeded.
There we are. We're now up on YouTube. All right. Welcome to the show, anyone who's listening and wondering why I was mumbling. Oh, lots of fun. Okay. So today we got a lot of stuff.
Let's see. 1RP. And lots of other stuff. So let's do the 1RP and get it over with. I mean, not that I want to get it over with. This guy was a pretty cool guy. Jody Hamilton of... Well, he's known for a lot of things. He's known for the Assassins, which when I was a kid, they were a scary tag team. The Masked Assassins. He's also known for having a school in Deep South. I believe it was Deep South. It was a school, wasn't it? Trish?
What? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this to work.
Oh, okay. So we have two computers that are down.
No, mine's not down. It's just I can't do what I need to do.
Oh, what do you need to do?
I need to be able to share this with Alyssa, and I can't.
Who's Alyssa?
Alyssa is a friend of mine, or ours, that she's one of the people that I've known for years, and actually she's one of the girls that got us into, well, got me into drag queens.
Oh.
And we've gone several months now, and actually Trish has gone twice now. And actually, Alyssa was in one of the shows as a maid.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, and
Well, maybe I need.
No.
I just helped her. Man. See, I should be there so I can help. Oh,
Yeah, no.
Yes,
Not-
you help him.
That's the only reason that
I help you and her.
Well, the thing is, I think that's why my system went down because you weren't sitting there.
Yeah, bullshit.
What are you doing? Oh, that's okay.
I'm pressing F1, according to this.
Why is
Why
it
do you keep?
I don't know.
Don't
Don't
push
push it in. Don't push anything else.
Okay.
Okay. We're just having all kinds of fun stuff. Computers.
This happens every Tuesday.
My computer's working okay for now. Knock on wood.
Media. Hold on here. This should not be doing that. I mean, I didn't run it much after I reset it, but... All right. This is weird. It was working. What'd you do to it? I gave you 10 minutes
All
ago.
I did was got onto the phone, like you said, and get on the Facebook. That's all I did. Wow. I broke my own computer in 5 minutes? That's terrible.
I gotta figure out where this echo is coming from.
That's weird.
There it stopped.
That's because I turned it off. And what's going on here? Okay. What is going on?
Hear what's going on. What happened was, apparently, this sound was coming in twice. So now it should be okay. Hope. All right. What's going on now?
I don't know. It says to modify boot order, press F1.
Yeah, we shouldn't need to do that.
Right.
Okay, just restart it. Don't touch any buttons other than...
Restart.
Right.
Okay.
Don't touch anything else.
I'm not.
Hi, Ann.
I don't know.
Well, see, the echoing, I think, was put in there just to make sure that, our listeners are actually listening and not saying they are and they're not.
Don't touch anything else.
Because we've had some of that where people say, oh, yeah, I'm listening, and then they don't know what we said. So we put the echo in there.
So that they would hear us all.
Exactly. And then if they say, oh, it's echoing, well, yeah, that means you're actually listening. Don't you remember?
Yeah, sure. All right, let's get going. Okay, Jody Hamilton, Masked Assassin. The reason I know him is we went down to Deep South, and we actually wrestled. I think we wrestled in Deep South. I want to say we wrestled in Deep South.
Wasn't at that different venue, was it?
No, no, it was not. Jody Hamilton was born August 28th. What a great day! Almost the greatest day of the year.
Almost.
He missed it by one day. So
the 29th.
he's let's see here. He was a trainer. He was a wrestler, of course, and he was a promoter. And he had for the longest time, WWE would send their talent down there, like they use for NXT now. But that's they created NXT so they don't have to go to a third party, and they have total control over NXT. But before they had NXT, they had OVW and they had Mid-South that they would set up the schools with. And then they had one down in Florida too, but that came later. But it was just, it is Deep South. I wasn't sure. 1986, Hamilton started a small independent promotion called Deep South. And a lot of people that we know went to there. And actually, I believe Nigel worked there extensively.
I believe so, yes.
So he also worked for the WCW power plant when they opened the power plant, and it was just a really cool thing that he ended up doing. He had a lawsuit against WWE because when they pulled out of Deep South, they terminated his contract, and then they started their own little thing.
They don't.
And he claimed that WWE fraudulently contrived a reason to end the agreement without giving 90 days notice. So, I also found out one thing I didn't know. Nick Patrick is his dad.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Nick Patrick.
So you're not a super genius.
That doesn't disqualify
No, he is now
us.
because now he knows.
That
Whose
would not,
side are you on?
and that wouldn't disqualify me.
I'm
from
his
being a
assistant.
super-
I have to be on his side.
No.
Yes.
Excuse me, not for tonight. You are not his assistant.
No.
I am his assistant tonight.
Assistant,
No, I got
assistant
the
fellow.
logic.
Assistant
I got the
that
logic
computer
right.
goes
I got the
down,
logic
okay.
right. They put me over here so that you didn't have to keep turning your neck and hurt your neck. To talk
Yeah,
to me.
that's it. That's it. Because I had a hip problem because I
Yeah.
walked up and down the stairs.
You have a
bunch of
hip
times.
problem that you can't turn your neck? What logic are you using?
I have to turn my chair, and that turns
Exactly.
my hip, and now I don't have to turn.
Exactly. See?
Oh,
Plus,
Lord.
my hands are cold today, so.
It's getting awful deep in here.
Oh, I'm glad it's finally starting to dry up in here, actually. Anyway, he was a good guy. I liked the guy. He was a tough guy. We had him on the show, too, if I'm not mistaken. And he was a Southern boy. Well, I shouldn't say boy because he was a man, but he. I saw him when I was a kid as the assassin. So
Didn't he attack you at a show?
no different
that was-
different
okay.
different person. There was a masked assassin or a masked somebody that
It was Masked Assassin,
it may
what
have
you
been,
told
but it wasn't
me.
him. It wasn't
Okay.
him. No. But it was kind. I couldn't believe it. He's actually 84. Is what he? 82.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't have any idea it was that old. But his
I'm sorry,
previous
your
names.
assistant hasn't able to get up to give you those feedback. As you know. I'm getting there, though.
Well, I can go with my second assistant. Anybody talking? Or my third assistant. Anybody talking?
Where's that?
Just Ann, you know,
Give me
saying
that.
hi.
Give me
No,
that.
no.
We are getting back there, though.
I want you to know that if you look at the screen, you're sitting there and she's sitting there.
Yes, I know.
yeah, I know.
Don't
yeah.
know how to reverse that at this point, but
Yeah.
you know, I wanted to get everything.
So you're
working.
still half off. Yeah.
Hey, if you can take some of this off, I'd be even happier.
Okay, so anyway, his previous names. He did Jody Hamilton. He was Joe Hamilton. He was Ricky Monroe, Assassin #1, Masked Assassin #1, the Masked Assassin, Mighty Bolo, the Assassin, the Flame. So those are different names. He was trained by Ted DiBiase's dad,
Oh, nice.
Michael DiBiase, and Nick Roberts, which
You
was
didn't
probably
know I had that? I'll have to wear it next week.
Okay.
Nick Roberts. I think maybe might be Nicola Roberts' father.
Okay.
I don't know that to be sure, but anyway, I don't want to spend a lot of time on him because most people don't know who he is. But it just is. I just wanted to make sure I spoke about him because I felt that he was pretty important to the WWE at one time because he trained a lot of the guys that came in.
Yeah,
so,
I have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
See, if you were his assistant, you'd know.
That's your guys' era, not mine.
Not. Well, it was my era more than hers because I saw him in the '70s. I would think.
I wasn't even thought of in the 70s.
I know. That's
Thank
why
God.
I figured that you didn't know. Anyway, rest in peace, Jody. You were a good guy.
I thought you didn't want your screen like that.
No, I don't. I'm trying to shrink this a little bit. And
Shrink what?
this side.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Watch me. I've done it before.
That's our picture for the night.
Hello,
There you go.
Kitty.
Not
Really?
a Hello Kitty.
That's not a kitty. Hello Kitty. That's not Hello Kitty.
That's the trash cat.
It might be hell. Oh, Kitty.
So anyway, all right, that's it for him. Now let's hope all my notes transferred down because if not, we're going to be in for a long show. Okay, movies. Okay, what did you see?
I saw, and I do have to admit, I saw half of the movie that Rock was in.
The Cruise.
And
Jungle
unfortunately, it had to be the last half, so I spoiled it for myself, the ending. Yes, I know. So
See, I didn't see any movies all
All right,
weekend.
what did you see? Space Jam, right?
Yes, I saw.
Spice
Space-
Jam.
No, Spacey Jam.
Spicy jar.
Loved Space Jam.
I did too.
Did you catch all the subtleties in the background that were going on? The characters that were in the background?
No.
Really, you need to watch it again just for that.
Okay.
Because the Flintstones were there, the Jetsons were
Oh
there.
yeah. Okay.
Darth
yeah.
Vader was
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Wait, Darth Vader? No, that was
No.
that was not Warner Brothers. All the Warner Brothers characters were in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
It was great. When I saw the Jetsons and I saw the Flintstones and I saw not Darth Vader, but one of them. One of them was.
I can picture it, but I can't think of it either.
It was awesome just for the background.
Oh, now we need to turn down
And actually,
my
I saw
sound
two
now.
movies that had Don Cheadle in it. One was that.
Yeah.
And LeBron James was in it, and of
There we
course,
go.
I don't know if that was his real son or not, but it was a good movie. It was fun because of the fact that they put in the extra stuff in the background. It was just totally unrelated, and it was just I really enjoyed that part of the movie. So I would say definitely want to go see it. Because if you have HBO Max, you can see it for free, like I
That's
did.
where I watched it on.
That's where I watched it too.
Some of us don't have that luxury.
It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. I liked it a lot though, because like I said, the things that happened were not necessarily predictable, and there was lots of stuff that was just. Also Game of Thrones guys were in there too, because HBO owns Game of Thrones. All the characters that HBO owns were in the movie. It was really cool. You had it there. What'd you do to it?
Well, no, I'm pulling up Chrome again. I have the Facebook. I have us, and
Well, let me know if that happens again, because that
it's
should
possible it may not support the Chrome, but you had it before though.
I've never had it blue screen.
So
on me.
Yes, that was his real son.
Okay, and he did a good job.
That whole family was real.
That
That's his
actually was pretty
real
good.
family.
I was actually surprised that his son did well. That if that was his real son, that he did well, because I don't think he has acting experience as far as I know. But it was really a fun movie. I didn't think I'd like that movie because I'm not a basketball fan, but I like LeBron. How could you not? And that made it very interesting to me. So, as far as I'm concerned, it was well worth the nothing that I paid for it.
Right.
I guess I should do this, and then I need to do this. There we go. we go. I don't know what else to tell you other than it was a fun movie. I don't want to give away too much stuff, but I thought Granny was funny.
Oh my
Granny
goodness.
was hilarious.
Like the Beverly Hillbillies granny?
No, the granny that takes care of. I thought that's how I'll put it at.
Tweety Bird.
Sylvester. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she was playing basketball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she was.
And Tasmanian Devil was good too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they didn't give him enough to do, but
No, they
when they
didn't.
did let him go, it
He
was good.
slobbers
Yeah.
too much.
He was awesome.
Well, evidently, when we downloaded it, it didn't take because it's not on here.
What's not on there?
The
Chrome?
Chrome is not on here.
What are you saying it's not on there? You installed it.
Well, yeah.
Hit
but
this. Hit this.
What?
Hit this.
That. Yeah. What's going on? Why isn't it opening?
Both of them.
Come on. Why is it not working? Okay. That's weird. There
I
we
could
go.
say something, but
Now,
it'd be
let's-
Okay, there it
There it
is.
And
Okay.
Now drag that
Since when
down
does
to
that
here.
stop to?
You gotta
maybe
grab
just
it,
go over there and show them how
drag it.
a woman does
Keep going.
it.
Right. There you go. Right there.
I doubt
No,
that would
no,
even
you're-
work.
Okay.
Because they'd be like,
thought
how
it-
did you
I was
do
pretty
that
sure it
again?
installed.
I was
Exactly.
going to say, I tell you.
This is Tech Notes with Trash Talking Radio.
I'll tell you,
And they totally,
All right.
hey, it
It
went,
went,
maybe this is why I wanted to sit next to Mike tonight. The genius against the dummy.
Who's the dummy?
Me.
Oh, okay.
you're not going to get any argument out of me.
Okay. Something else I wanted to tell you that you probably don't know. How many Regals are on the East Shore? Okay, how many Regals are in Harrisburg?
3.
In Harrisburg? Where's the second one?
There's only one?
There's only one.
There's the one in the East Mall. Is that just yours? Well, then what's the one in the East Mall?
Isn't there was apparently there is a lawsuit right now where the Harrisburg East Mall was suing Regal for 6 months back rent in November. How much do you think 6 months rent is?
Oh, Lord.
6 months. 6 months rent. Now that was a big room or a big space they
Yeah.
had. But how much do you think that was?
I'm going to say probably $75,000 a month.
Anybody else?
like altogether, how much 6 months? Probably 2 million.
That's way too high.
Okay, how much do you want to say? I'll tell you, it's between the two of them.
$200,000. $200,000.
You're closer than they are. Wait, what's 75 times 5 or 6? Wait, that's 150, 450. No, actually, you're closer. $550,000
Wow.
worth of back rent because of COVID.
See, I've never been in there, so.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, you have.
No, I have not.
Okay.
I loved that.
for sure you
I loved that
know.
theater. I loved it because it had. It was.
I'm sitting outside, and when you said big, so I'm thinking big.
Not
That's
humongous.
that is big. It's one of the bigger.
It's big when we
Why.
don't
That's why
have
I
it.
went, and I was like trying to think.
Well-
Okay, rent. How much? That's why I went.
I mean, I am surprised at 550,000 for 6 months.
See, that's big
That-
when our accounts don't have it.
That just blew
And
me away.
I was told that possibly we are going to mask again. All of us are going
Yeah,
back
it looks
to
like
mask.
I'm going to be staying home all the time.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Kermit. I mean, Hermit.
Yeah, it's possible that we're going to all mask.
Yeah, I was reading that.
And
At work,
I,
we've already started it.
because they
Where you working?
basically,
Panera.
What's that?
Panera.
Panera?
which means possibly where I work, McDonald's will probably close the inside
And the
again.
problem
that's
is-
just the workers. That's just the workers
But
have to wear it.
The
right
problem is that too many people who didn't get their shot
Went without it
go without it. So now everyone's going to pay.
because
Yeah,
you can't.
yep, exactly,
HIPAA
and that's what
prevention for
happened,
masking.
and it's the contracting to the people who did get it, and because it's not 100%
But we could've
effective,
seen-
they
we
tell
saw
you
this
that,
coming, though, too.
and that's what happened basically. People who didn't get their shot are giving it to the people who did get their shot because they feel, hey, I don't have to wear a mask, and that's what's happening
In
basically.
Space Jam.
Yeah.
I loved the Michael Jordan thing that they did. I'm not going to tell you what they did because it's worth it.
So now I'm
It's-
going to have to
It's
watch
worth
it.
if I tell it to you.
I thought we
you
were
won't
going to
believe
watch it.
I don't have HBO.
Okay, but I thought we were going to watch it somehow.
We'll figure it out. We do everything else.
It was that was one of the best setups ever. Because Michael Jordan was at the game, and they went and got him because they were losing so bad. That's all I'm
okay.
going to tell you. It was a good movie.
And they probably beat him.
They probably what?
They probably beat the other team.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Who beat what?
Michael Jordan didn't join them. I'll tell you.
Okay. Then they probably
They
lost.
didn't have the money.
Then they probably lost.
Who
okay.
lost? Wait, who do you think
Yeah.
lost?
Jeez.
I'm talking to you.
Okay. I mean, it's going over your head. I mean, you getting what I'm saying, right, Michael? I mean, this is why the men versus the women. Okay. Okay.
I'll go on to the next movie.
Yeah. Let's
Smart
go on to the
move.
next movie, Michael.
Next movie is Jungle Cruise. I love that movie. I saw that movie yesterday, and or not yesterday.
Is that
I
on
do have to
Cinema?
admit, I did
It is
see half
not.
of the
That's a
movie,
Disney Disney
half
movie.
of the ending to it,
I can't watch
and
it
I'll
Disney.
tell you what,
I don't think.
it makes me want to think of. I definitely want to see the whole movie.
It's good.
It-
It really is good. It's a good
Yeah.
movie. Most movies with The Rock are good. I don't,
Yeah.
I just, that one that had a couple surprises, and I really like that movie a lot. So it definitely is worth seeing. I like Emily Blunt too, and with her in that movie, it just makes it even better.
Oh my God, she kisses the Rock in there, and it's like I think I would have been like goosebumps if I was her kissing the Rock. I mean, come on. I mean,
You would kiss The Rock?
if I was a female, if I was her,
You didn't say that. You just said
I
you'd
said
kiss
if
The
I
Rock.
was her. Yes, I did. I said if I was her, I would be like goosebumps
I
kissing
think I'd
the
kiss
Rock.
him anyway. I think he's pretty hot.
I mean, what the heck? I mean, I mean, come on.
He's got,
Who wouldn't kiss the Rock?
yeah, really, seriously. I mean, I don't care how macho you are.
Exactly. Okay. Did Alyssa finally get on? By the way,
No.
I didn't
I mean,
think so
face
because
it.
I don't see her on
Let's back this
Facebook.
up just a second here. You go to see drag queens, but you wouldn't kiss The Rock.
There you go.
It's different.
How? They both have penises, and Rock is probably big.
Yeah, but you...
Do you know? Do you know that for sure? She seems to have an image of it.
And I'm sure some of those guys have big penises too. They just hide it very well.
And I've seen The Rock in
Yes,
drag.
I went there.
I've seen The Rock in drag.
Yeah, the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
that's what
really.
I'm saying. Yeah.
He's not really. I prefer him to be masculine, actually.
God,
Are there any
my
comments in
sister-in-law
the?
could be on
Are
now.
there any
She-
comments in
No.
Ah.
the?
No,
but
no
I'm
comments
talking to
yet.
Shane.
Well, I
No
see an
comments.
LOL. That's probably. I hope I'm going to accept that as being in this
Okay.
topic.
And Ann basically said LOL. Okay, Ann.
Now, one other thing I liked about this movie was Paul Giamatti is in it. And I like him a lot. He's just a side character in most of the things that he does, but he's a good side character. And plus, Jesse Plemons was in this. He was in Breaking Bad, and he was a bad guy in Breaking Bad.
And
this-
also
this
said,
look-
"What can we say?" And also said, "What can we say?"
See, she's on our side.
I think she's on their side, Michael.
Whose side?
Wait, what?
The
best side
is
there
on the
is.
girl's side, saying, "What can we say?"
What
That we're
does-
better than you guys.
Oh,
I
think she
wouldn't
was-
say
What's that
better.
saying?
I think she
I
was
wouldn't say
saying.
better.
I think
Yeah,
True.
that's it.
it could be that she was just siding with me.
No.
What can we say?
No.
So
You're
I'm not-
outnumbered.
I don't think so. I think we would have to ask her to give us some kind of
Okay,
clarification.
we will ask her. And who our side are you siding with? The girls or the guys?
Or me.
Or
No.
Mike? That's correct. Okay, and we will see.
What can we say? What can?
That's right.
All right. Okay. So anyway, he was in that too, and it was a pretty good movie. It starts a little slow, but when it gets moving, it's really good. So definitely, it's a long movie too. I think it's over 2 hours.
Maybe we'll have to have a movie date, and I'll come up here for the movie.
I always like.
I'm still her mother.
Oh,
What's wrong with movie day?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. What is wrong with movie day?
You really have to ask that question?
I didn't say movie day.
I
I'm
know
talking
him.
about
I'm
movie,
her mother. You
movie
don't
day.
want that.
I'm talking about a movie day. What the heck? Come on.
I know him. I'm her mother. You don't want
I will
that.
bring the popcorn. You sit next to Mike. She sits next to me. We're all set.
Wait, what? Who said you two were invited?
I did.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking something different. Now I
didn't say
disagree with
movie
that.
day.
Come on.
Ours
I
was
disagree
going
with
to be
that.
a working day. Yeah, we were going to work on the show stuff.
Excuse me.
All right, next movie.
I don't know if I want to sit by you if y'all sneezing like this.
Next one. I saw a movie called. Oh, did you see any other movies besides this?
I saw The Love Boat. I've been watching the Love Boat channel.
I don't know her.
I was wondering.
I
Whether,
don't know her.
Excuse me. The Love Boat was a great show. I do have to admit that. I'm
no,
sorry.
No, I really find a hard time believing.
I don't know
Is
why
there-
you stuck me over here.
Okay. I don't know. All right, next movie was No Sudden Move, which was a movie that has a lot of famous people in it. Brendan Fraser's in it. He looks really bloated. He doesn't look like Brendan Fraser. Don Cheadle was in that movie.
Wow.
And he was also in Space Jam. He was a bad guy in Space Jam. And actually, he was a bad guy in this one, too. Benicio del Toro was in this. And I thought there was another famous guy in there. Might be wrong about that. Let me see. Oh, Matt Damon. Matt Damon was in it, and John Hamm was in it. I was really surprised. All these names were in this independent movie.
Now it says here that Noah Jupe, I think how it
or
is.
whatever. Yeah, he was in it too.
I don't know. I've never heard of him.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I'm like,
He was the punk kid, and I was hoping he'd get killed, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I gave away a spoiler. He's still alive. But Matt Damon played a really interesting role in this. In fact, when I first saw him, I said, is that Matt Damon? And it took me a while to realize it was him. But Brendan Fraser, I looked at him, I said, boy, that guy looks like Brendan Fraser, but it can't be him because he's so fat. I don't remember Brendan Fraser being that fat, but he's in the Doom Patrol, but you don't see him in Doom Patrol because he's wearing a mask the whole time. So you can't tell he's gained a lot of weight. But he still looked good as his role in that.
It got a 3.6 out of 5.
It was probably worth a little bit more than that.
No.
But it was pretty good, though. I mean, I was really surprised how good that
both
movie
of your
was.
hands are on here, so like when you're on
It's
there,
set back in
this is like
the
your zoom. So if you have
20s
both
or
things on there
30s.
and you're
No,
typing,
no, it's not. It's
it's
set back in the
zooming in and
50s.
Makes
I get
sense?
that area confused sometimes, even though I
Yes.
wasn't around for either of them.
See, I'm not touching it, and it's
yeah,
doing
because
it.
I was just showing
But
it.
it was
has
pretty.
to
It was
catch
pretty
up.
good because you didn't really have a clue what was going on in the very, very beginning.
'Cause I was trying to show
And
you.
what happened was
See, now
um,
it stopped.
which guy was it? The one guy, Don Cheadle. Was it Don Cheadle? Got out of the. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, Don Cheadle just got out of jail in this one, and he
So
was
you wanna keep-
trying to
When
find
you're
something to
typing,
make
both your
money.
palms
They
are on
offered him
here, so you wanna try and keep them touching
$2,000
together.
for
Makes sense. Touch 'em.
accompanying the assistant on this job, and it turns out that they're holding a family up, and there has to be something stolen. So they hold the family hostage and all that. It was a really good movie. Don Cheadle ended up being. I'm thinking here. Did he? I think he. Oh, I don't want to give anything away.
According
He-
to
he-
this
he ended up-
person, it says if you
See, I'm just
understand
telling
the
you,
U.S.
what percentage you're at.
automotive
Did you see that?
history and love
Oh, yeah, it's a
good
true story.
suspense movie with consistent
Yes.
twists and
That's what I
turns
was trying to do.
than this movie.
Well,
So,
basically, someone invented the catalytic converter,
yeah.
and
So-
and all the car companies were fighting over it. They were also fighting not to use it,
What were you trying
and
to do?
Get it this small
and
so I can have them
basically
both on there.
they were forced to use it, as history will tell you.
Yeah, the person gave a real good view on this. It was a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
It says if you want a story line spelled out for a play-by-play, then this movie is not for you.
Right.
And you will can easily get lost as a actor for the actors.
I paid attention to it, and I don't usually give my whole attention to a movie. I usually give it a partial attention. But with Space Jam, I had to give it a whole attention because I realized there were little things that you had to do. This one was like that, too. I had to really pay attention to what was going on because I didn't understand what they were doing with the family. And then it all started coming together about midway through the movie when they started revealing things. So this was a good movie. I would say if anybody wants to see a good movie, it's not been publicized. It's not a Star Wars. It's not like a big budget movie, but it still did really well. All right, next. The last movie I saw, called Out of Death. Bruce Willis is in this movie. This was an independent film, too, I think. I think he was the only star in this movie, actually. Kelly Grayson.
Actually,
is Kelly Grayson a name?
Jamie King is pretty popular.
Is she?
Yeah. Wasn't she in a series or?
I don't know. I didn't recognize anyone in this movie except Bruce Willis. So it was a pretty good movie. It was Bruce Willis was a retired cop, and I believe Jamie King was she was the girl that got in peril. She was out hiking in the forest, and she came across this cop killing a civilian. And then the cop realized that she saw the killing and tried to track her down, and she ended up killing the cop. And then there was another cop involved, and then the whole police force was involved. And Bruce Willis was living out in the middle of nowhere because he didn't want to be around people, kind of like me. And it was pretty good. It was I didn't know how it was going to end because it was really a lot of twists and turns on this one too. So, but definitely another good movie. So that was the last one that I saw. But as you can see, that's plenty of movies for 1 week. Now we'll play a new game I just made up on the spot.
Okay. Wait, do I need pen and paper?
No, just a number.
Okay.
Okay. Who do you think made the #1 movie this past weekend? It's pretty easy. This one.
I'm going to go with Space Jam.
Okay.
The Rock movie.
I'm going to have to say the Rock movie. I was
Okay,
say
Jungle
Space
Cruise
Jam.
won domestic box office at $34.2 million to 30 and plus 30 million on Disney Plus, which brings up another issue, which we'll talk about next, or we'll talk about soon. This is interesting because now the theaters are open. Disney's still allowing you to buy, if you have Disney Plus, the same day that they open a theater, you can get it in your home. Now, instead of paying $10 or $12 for a ticket, you're paying $30. But if you have a family of 3, you make out. So there's an issue now that people are suing Disney. Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney because of the same thing, because when her movie Black Widow came out, it was on Disney Plus, and it was in the theaters. That's the problem, because some of these guys get paid on the back end of the movie. So they get paid on the receipts of rentals, and they're not getting it on the Disney Plus stuff. They're only getting it on the movie theater plus. I went to see Jungle Cruise, and there were 10 people in the theater.
Wow.
Now, I can guarantee you...
So does that mean you're keeping your movie subscription?
I might switch it to Regal, because it's right
Okay.
next door. I haven't decided. I canceled my AMC.
I'm trying to, but I don't...
I just, the credit card expired,
Oh.
so it was real easy. I kind of want to have one of those, but I haven't decided which one. I got to do some more stuff because I got to decide whether the food counts towards points or whatever.
Right.
If the food counts towards points, I would be interested in Regal. If the food doesn't count towards points, we know AMC gives it for the food. So, and since I'm in the middle between one Regal and one AMC, I could still do that. So I just haven't made that decision yet because I'm not going regularly enough. Right now, I've gone to the movies. I went to the movies like once or twice last month. So that's not enough to pay for my ticket. I guess it would be. It would be enough.
It says the budget was $200 million.
Yeah, well, you realize when I look at that movie, they spent some money on that movie.
They spent some money on
They
that.
spent
That's a lot to spend on the money for. But obviously they had to, find a river or do a scene
They
with
created their own.
Huh?
I'm sure they created their own.
Oh yeah, and that's in Disney there. So, but still, $200 million is a lot.
Well, okay, so back to Scarlett Johansson. She got paid on. She's getting paid on the back end, and half the sales were on the. Looks like you're going to cry.
No.
I'm sorry. I think Scarlett Johansson should have got all her money.
No.
Slap yourself or something, Anyway,
fine.
So now that rule is true also with Emily Blunt. She's now considering suing for the same reason. The Rock is not suing. The Rock is pretty smart about his business, and I'm sure he realizes that you don't want to burn the Disney bridge. If you're going to, don't cry. I mean, Rock isn't going to burn the Disney bridge.
I just want to see him on screen more. He's got a good-looking
if you went
body.
to the theater, you could see him in the screen. Or got Disney Plus for $30. I don't want to pay $30.
That's out of my budget.
I'll try and do my body like The Rock. I'm just teasing.
You're going to get a lot.
There's no way. I'm 53 years old. There's no way that I'm going to get the Rock's body in
get the Rock's body.
whatever 10 years.
You could get the Rock's body. You need a gun, and you need who it's going to be.
Okay.
Be a little taller too.
Yeah, well, I was going to say he's 6'5". I mean, he's taller than me. So.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there's mini me here, so.
That's right. Okay.
Like I said, I got my Rock in
All right.
some kind of way.
Yeah. I like her Rock.
Let's see here.
He's my
You better
Rock.
watch it over there.
He's
What?
my Rock.
I know. I just said I
You better
liked
watch it
him.
over there.
I just said I liked him. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Wait, you like him as a person? Is that what
Yes.
you're saying? Okay.
Yes, I like him as a person.
Okay.
Because I was going to say, he's my Rock.
You can have him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I like him as a
I don't
person.
know. She may be walking home. Of course, she does have a set of the keys to the car now. Damn it.
Yeah, but
right.
if we take the car, how's
I
she
still
gonna
have
get-
a way to get home.
Huh?
I still have a way to get home.
Right. But if we leave her here, we take the car, how's she going to get home?
The Jeep.
Yeah, she
Really?
has a way to get home either way.
There's a light out in the Jeep, remember?
I'll fix it.
Sure you will. Just like you will lift the
Just
hood
like
and
she
put
fixed the
put it
oil
back
in the
on
car.
Charger.
I mean, just like she fixed the
Wait a
oil in the
minute.
car.
Who-
It took
who-
me to take the car, to get the oil changed finally, and it's done.
Hey, I only asked you to do it because I have to work.
Oh, okay. Shit. Okay.
All right.
But
Next.
what happened? Wait, what happened the one time we were coming down from somewhere and you said, "Oh, I said
Just
you had
like,
a light
wait a
out,"
minute, the
and
brakes
you're
are
like,
not
"Yeah, I've got
fixed,
the light
Michael, in
bulbs
that
right
car
here."
yet?
But
Like
I
we
don't
were
know.
gonna do a
but I
month
don't
ago
know
or
how to fix
something?
it. Yeah, no, you said I
which
don't
car?
know how to do
On her
it.
car.
So what did I do?
The brakes
I
are
get
still not
underneath the
fixed
hood
in her
and the
car.
Rain,
What?
It'll
pouring
stop
down
one way or
rain
the other.
sheets.
Oh, yeah, it's going to stop. Yeah. Yeah.
I do
When
know
she
how to
hits
fix
another
it. I just
Jeep,
didn't have time.
when she hits another Jeep,
What
that's
do you
when
mean
it'll
Jeep?
stop.
She'll hit
Was that
another
the
kid in the
Nissan?
car.
I didn't hit a Jeep.
She'll hit a kid in a carriage.
Really? You
No.
had to go there? Where is that?
I don't know.
I don't want to use roadkill.
You threw everything.
Yeah, don't throw things.
Remember, he
That,
kept.
no, that green thing's holding that shelf up.
No, exactly.
Thank you. Now I can throw it back.
You weren't supposed to.
Hey, I got to throw it at her for a change.
Yeah, it's better than chicken
All right.
wings.
Next.
There's this. That was down there.
Oh, that'll work.
No.
So Matt Damon is in trouble.
Here. You
That's-
might want to.
That's dog treats.
I know. It came over. It was over here. She
Why
wanted
is
to
it?
throw it at you.
Why is it wet? Like somebody was chewing on it.
Probably because my foot was on it.
You have a leaky foot.
No.
All right. Where was I? Matt Damon's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
He used an F bomb, but it's not the one you think it is, because he was talking about.
He said French fries. No, he said French fries.
He used an F bomb when talking about what was a homophobic slur, and probably not the best thing to do in these day and ages, and especially if you want to work. He didn't realize that it was
Drop something,
such a
yeah.
bad thing because I don't know. He just is an idiot because most people know
Where'd you go then?
you don't use that terminology in today's world. But
Thank you.
where was I?
Listen.
Oh, there it is.
This ain't gonna keep happening every week.
What?
I'm over here helping her with everything.
Well, Buddy's over here helping too.
Well, you know,
All
I
right.
am getting older.
There you go, buddy.
It's true.
Shut up. So are
I
you.
got to do my job, buddy. I know. I got to do my
Anyway,
job.
so
Here,
where was
this
it?
is what you want?
No.
Matt Damon said recently he stopped using the homophobic slur after his daughter
Here's the peanut butter.
criticized him for using it.
No.
The actor who stars in the new film, which I'm going to
Wow.
see soon, Stillwater, revealed in a new interview that he made a joke involving what his daughter calls the F slur for a homosexual just months ago. Damon, 50, told the Times that his daughter criticized him for using that offensive term, and she left the table. He told her, "Come on, that's a joke. I say it in the movie, Stuck on You." And the Jason Bourne actor said, "I made a joke months ago and got treat tease from my daughter." Treat tease?
Treaties.
What is that?
I don't know.
I guess whatever treatise is. She went to her room and wrote a long, beautiful treatise on how the word was dangerous. I said, "I retire the F
You
slur."
want over here?
I understood.
Is that what you want?
So I guess once she wrote that letter.
Is that
Hey,
what
puppy.
you want? You want over there, buddy?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to play with your leg.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Come here, puppy.
Now we know the truth
here,
over there.
Come on. Come on. Come on over. Come on. You can come around. Come on. Come on, make your appearance. You got to make. Oh, you're stuck in the. How you get stuck in the? There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're
Good,
holding up
buddy.
the show.
Go ahead. Come on, join the show. Come on. Go ahead. Oh, Daddy's got to get you a treat, huh?
You gonna eat it now? You don't
No,
like the
I don't
peanut
think
butter
he
ones
wants.
now?
He wants what we had here
Oh,
earlier.
jeez. You
He
used to
wasn't
eat
eating the
peanut butter ones.
peanut butter ones
Really?
like last week.
He
and
wasn't.
stuff.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't.
No,
weird.
He wants
That's
real
why I was
food.
trying to give him the other stuff.
You want any of this?
Oh,
now
that
you
stuff
ate
you'll
one.
eat. Okay.
That's a peanut butter one too.
Yeah, he just had to take it from the right person. He didn't want to take it from you two.
He's such a silly dog. Oh, anyway, so he suggests. So after he read his daughter's reason for not using the F slur, he retired the word. So his admission came after acknowledging that his quotes are picked up by the news outlets and more regularly than they were when his career launched in the mid-'90s. 20 years ago, the best way I could put it is that a journalist listened to the music more than he listened to the lyrics. Now your lyrics are getting parsed to pull them out of context and get the best headline possible. So he's no longer using the F word. What you doing, puppy? What you doing, puppy? Why don't you come over here? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come around the corner. Come around the corner. He's just going to sit there. I found some new things that you're eating today. Actually, there you go. Come around the corner. This dog is being a pain today. Come on.
Not puppy.
Holding up the show. He's like the actor that holds up for more money.
Okay, there you go. Come on, keep on going.
There you go. Because then I'll get him to lay down back here.
Yeah.
Come on in. The water's fine. Anyway, so that is the end of that. Scarlett Johansson, like I said, was also suing Disney, and hers was over her Black Widow stuff. Here it is. Sue's. Oh, that's going to be this one I could use. She slams Disney for direct attack on her character and leaving talent out of the streaming profit equation. She has a different contract than The Rock has. Her contract does actually state that she gets a piece of the profits for everything, and hey puppy, and they are not giving her profits off of, and they should.
So he makes his appearance on the show.
Hey,
you want
Bobby.
the headsets? You can listen to. Okay.
Can they see? They can't even. Hi, puppy. So she, her lawsuit is different because of the fact that she has a situation where her royalties are not based on just the theater. It's based on watching people that watch it. So I don't know. I think that Disney's being a little greedy because eventually we're going to watch everything at home anyway because theaters are going to be closed eventually, especially if we have to sit through another couple months of not going to the theater because they're making us do things that they shouldn't make us do. So I don't know. I kind of have a weird feeling about this whole thing, and we'll be talking about that because that's coming up on the things. Why does that say? Oh, okay. So this says wrestler turned actor, turned all around superstar Dave Bautista isn't afraid to make some noise, whether it's hitting back or cracking jokes. The Guardians of the Galaxy star knows how to make an impact on his tweets. He is probably not going to be back as Drax.
There he goes.
There you go, pupper dog. So, and I think that's a really bad move for him because I think that people that are struggling to get, I mean, he was bankrupt when he got the Drax part. He had no more money left, and they gave him that part, and that saved his career. So I'm really surprised that he is walking away from that part. So, where you going, pup? Lay down. Now he wants to get back out.
Oh, now he wants to back out?
I think so.
But I can't back up, though. Just move towards you.
There he goes.
There he goes. Okay.
All right. Just made his appearance, and he got his treats, and now he's...
Here.
All right.
There you
I
go,
know,
buddy.
I'm over
There
here,
you
puppy.
go.
I'm so sorry. They boxed me in. They boxed me in. What can I say?
He doesn't want the treats from me. He wants them from his female companions.
Yeah.
Okay, now Alyssa is on Facebook.
Hi, Alyssa.
I don't know if she's here,
Who's Alyssa?
but so is
The
my
friend of ours.
sister-in-law,
Oh.
Kat, are back on. So I don't know if they're listening, but if Kat and Alyssa are listening, hello, how are you? Welcome. I don't know
All right.
because they haven't made any comments yet.
All right. It says here what I was talking about with Drax was that it says here he makes a strange response to Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit. All the more hilarious as he suggests that if Disney had given Drax a little more love instead, none of this would have happened. So, I guess I'm trying to think what he's talking about there. I read this earlier. Naturally, the message comes from the more comedic side of Dave Bautista's Twitter, which is fantastic, considering that it's probably a time when both sides of the Disney dispute could find themselves a good laugh. Bautista's humorous suggestion for how this could have been avoided was pithy? Pithy.
Pithy?
P-I-T-H-Y. Pithy.
Pithy.
No, it says pithy.
Pithy.
It doesn't say, and with the right amount of the Dune actor's humor. The recent joke at the expense of the heated battle brewing between Black Widow's simultaneous theatrical and Disney Plus access release date does come from a basis in reality. It's not the first time a spin-off starring Dave Bautista, Dave Bautista's Drax, has been suggested, and there was a notion floated that I can't read this far away. I can't pull it up over there. I'm almost done with it. But the basic thing is they're all complaining about the same thing, that it's being released in the theaters and on their other thing at the same time.
Do you know what pithy means?
Pithy? I have no idea.
Pithy means concise and forcefully expressive.
Well, that sounds like Bautista.
See?
So, there we go.
Is that something I was supposed to look up?
I got
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
I still can do my job.
I'm sorry. I just thought of that. I was surprised. Maybe something I was supposed to look up. Oh, my God.
I was going to start it, but I happened to look over and she was on it.
See?
So,
Okay. What is no keyboards involved? Hands up. Hand check.
Only the guilty shall